This video is brought to you by GoldenEye 48. Thank you for being a farm baron. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Griffin, Indiana. It is mid-spring, and well, Farmer John called me down here about some activities that apparently happened late last night. And oh my, looks like some joyriders came barreling across that bridge, missed the corner, and well, just blew right through our barley field, and looks like they nearly took out his building. I guess they managed to get it all squared back up, and I guess they zoomed out of his drive and everything, but oh, well, doesn't look too terrible bad, but at any rate, called me because he wanted us to come down and cultivate his field if at all possible. Looks like he had completely lost his crop over here last year. Didn't get a chance to get it out of the ground, so here we are. We're gonna see if we can't dig this up for him, and maybe he'll be able to get it planted before too late into the year. I have to say, our crops are doing pretty darn good. The barley's growing quite well. I mean, you just saw it back there, right? Part that didn't get trampled and drove over. But yeah, I was hoping we'd maybe be in a position to cut some hay today, but that's not going to happen because the meadow is not regrown. But apparently the grass we cut last autumn has not rebounded quite as well as the grass that we did not cut toward the end of the year, so it seems to be a little bit behind. Maybe we'll be able to get it cut tomorrow. We'll just have to see. So today has become a contract day. Earlier, we were able to get some fields fertilized, and we had an opportunity to do some cultivation. Thought this would be an interesting field to cultivate for you today in the video because it's right down from the farm, right across the street from our barley field, and potentially at some point it could be a field that we eventually buy for ourselves. $477,000 includes fields 31 and 12 right across the creek there. We'd have to take out quite a substantial loan at this point, but maybe in year 3, maybe in year 4, we'll have an opportunity to acquire some more land, and this might be one of those plots we look into. So as far as what's going on in the channel, yesterday we premiered our new Ravenport Revisited series. Don't know if anybody's had a chance to check that out, but if you haven't, I'm going to try to remember to put it up in the upper right corner over there, so check that out. What Ravenport Revisited is, it is a series where we go back to where it all began with respect to Farm Sim 19. So the very first playthrough we did in Farm Sim 19 was on Ravenport. And, oh, sorry, not Ravenport, Felsburn. Did I say Ravenport Revisited? Felsburn Revisited. Oh my gosh, where's my mind today? At any rate, the first play series we did was on Felsburn. And we did start from scratch because, of course, players of the series know that Start from Scratch and Farm Manager were new play modes introduced in Farm Sim 19. And those two play modes basically were originally engineered around the whole build your own farm and the placeable aspect, and eventually the landscape feature that came a little bit after release, about a month after release, I believe. So we decided, let's try this. Let's go start from scratch, where you have no land, no equipment, and $500,000. And you're expected to buy your land, buy your equipment, or as much of that as you can, and make a go of it. So that's exactly what we did. Now, I thought it would be interesting if we kind of came back to where it all began with respect to Farm Sim 19 and used only base game equipment and only DLC that has been released since Farm Sim 19's run. And that's what we're doing. So there's only one mod that is allowed, and that is the no crosshair mod because, well, I just don't like that little circle that's in the middle of your screen. So we're going to see, is it still a big grind like it was back at the start of the game, or has the inclusion of the various DLCs and maybe things that we've learned over the last 3 years made a Start from Scratch series a little bit more palatable, as opposed to being a long, arduous kind of struggle. So hopefully that'll be good to see, and we're going to try our best to have this be a series that's every Tuesday and Thursday, because we're going to try to maintain Griffin, Indiana on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so we can have one season per week. So this week is spring. So we'll see. Hopefully we'll be able to keep that schedule up. And hopefully we'll be able to keep it up through the release of Farm Sim 22. Other news in the channel, if you aren't aware, we're giving away a copy of Farm Sim 22 on the 22nd of every month between now and the game's release on November 22nd. So what does that mean? That means on September 22nd, we'll be giving away a copy of Farm Sim 22. We already gave away a copy on August 22nd. So be sure to watch the live streams for links on basically how you can enter. Or if you can't catch a live stream, catch the replay. There will be periodic links in chat with how to enter. The giveaway will be running, like I said, between now and September 22nd. We'll be doing a drawing on September 22nd to select the winner. The contest, or the giveaway, is for a Giants eShop version of the game. So that would be for PC only. It would be a direct download from the Giants website on or after November 22nd. Definitely not beforehand. Winners will be expected to basically keep track of their download activation key, because I will be basically emailing that to the winner the day following the giveaway. And the winner will need to keep track of that so that they can use it to download the game on the 22nd of November. It will also be needed to use to activate the game upon installation. And should you later want to install or need to reinstall the game, you'll need to keep that code. Now, I'll tell you what I do. What I do is I use cloud storage. Google Drive, OneDrive, Dropbox, Box. There's a dime a dozen cloud storage providers. I use a cloud storage provider. I upload the Giants download that I downloaded from the website. And then I upload a text file, a notepad file, with basically the eShop link and the activation code. And I put it in cloud storage. And it's there. It's safe. I don't have to worry about it. If I ever go and need it again, I can grab it off the cloud storage account and make use of it. If I don't need it again for 4, 5, 6 months, a year, 2 years, doesn't really matter because, well, it's up there in cloud storage. I do the same thing with respect to the various Giants DLCs that I have purchased, as I stick them up in cloud storage along with the various activation codes, all in their own unique folders, so I can easily keep track of things. So I thought I'd just give you a little hint on how I keep track of stuff like that. Other interesting news that we've kind of talked about maybe in the past is that Giants has informed us that starting in Farm Sim 22, the eShop version of the game will also include the ability to do automatic updates or self-updates. So in the past, with the eShop version, players would have to download a very big update file, often a couple gigabytes, to update whenever there was a patch. With the automatic update process, apparently the way it works is every time you launch the game, it goes out and checks to see if there's any updates or any file changes, and it downloads just the changes, just the bits that are changed, and it basically applies them to your game, I suspect at startup or something like that. So that's pretty cool because, one, for people who are maybe in areas where there's less internet bandwidth, downloading a big multi-gig file every time there's a patch can get a bit laborsome. Well, now only the bits that change actually get downloaded. Updates are faster, easier, and overall a lot more accessible for players. So if you've been shy from the Giants eShop because maybe you like the auto updating capability of Steam, do know that the new eShop version for Farm Sim 22 will auto update very, very similar to the way Steam versions update. So I'm going to go ahead and break into that time-tested time lapse, that easy video montage mechanism for content creators to pad out their videos. And we're going to go ahead and kind of live speed up this cultivation contract. Really don't think I'm going to be doing too much more this game day because, like I said, nothing in our fields are ready. The meadows not ready. The grass, the crops are definitely not ready. They're fully fertilized. They're limed. They're herbicided. All they need is basically literally time to grow. Hopefully when we come back tomorrow, it'll be late spring and the grass will be ready to cut. We can maybe get some hay cut before summer comes because, again, we are targeting early summer for hopefully being able to get our barley off the ground, harvested in the silo, and get the straw collected. We look at our weather forecast. Today is a nice sunny day. Tomorrow is a nice sunny day. Great day to make some hay. Tuesday, first day of summer, is a nice sunny day. Wednesday, not so much. That's midsummer. Thursday is late summer, nice sunny day. Friday is the first day of autumn, and Saturday is the second day of autumn. So we've got rain middle summer and middle autumn in the forecast. So we really hope that we can get our barley ready early summer so that we can get some corn in the ground. But if we're not lucky, then there is a risk that we've got to deal with rain once again in midsummer, and then the only thing we're going to be able to put into the ground are going to be soybeans. Let's get on with that much loved time lapse and talk to you a few minutes on the flip side. So guys, I know not a lot has really gone on in this video, but like I said, I wanted to do one video per day, basically just so that you all could see kind of the progress on how things are kind of working through with respect to 3-day seasons. Remember, this is an experiment, if you will, to basically see how overall the gameplay is going to work out, or theorize how the gameplay might work out with respect to 3-day seasonal cycles in Farm Sim 22. So far, I'm not really finding too much of an issue with it. We've been able to get all the farm work we needed to get done in year 1 done. We are in the second day of spring in year 2, so we really don't have a huge frame of reference to work with. But, you know, we've been doing 5 times speed, and we haven't really felt the need to slow down this game day. Some of the game days last year, we were running at 2 times speed. And the way it sounds like with Farm Sim 22, we're going to be able to adjust the clock even more fine than how we can do it in FS 19. So we will be back tomorrow, or sorry, on Friday, another video of Griffin, Indiana. It will be late spring, and hopefully the grass will be in a position where we can cut it and make some hay. I want a big shout out to all of our farm barons, farm hands, and farm bosses you're interested in joining the channel, go ahead and check that link or that join button down in the description below. And until next time, happy farming.